Oh, great. That's what we need. More little mouths to feed.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe class, Drift. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So at the front, we have Drift, looking all drifty. His name is Autobot Drift from Transformers The Last Night. Transformers! Other side of the box, we have Drift. On the other side of the box, we have Drift. Here's a Deluxe Classic, Classic Deluxe, Classic Deluxe, Classic Deluxe on the top. Transformers The Last Night. On the bottom, words and things and barcodes. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. You have a one-sentence bio if you want to read it in multiple languages. Hooray for languages. Warning, don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Studio Series Drift, and Drift here is a recolor, slight remold of the original Last Night Deluxe Drift, but still, it's a figure that I do quite like. There he is in his vehicle mode. It's red and black, so I automatically love it, but let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You got the nice silver paints for the front grille, the headlights also done in silver. And you got the red stripes going down the side of the car. Unfortunately, they're broken up here because that's a hinge. And you get some red on the tire. All of the windshields and windows done in a transclearance plastic. You got the rear spoiler, the back. No paint on the back, unfortunately. But there's the top. There's the bottom. You do have visible everything syndrome, but hey, it rolls. As rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. Now, for comparison, here he is with Cogman. So you can see how that works out. Here he is with World War B. Here he is with the Age of Extinction, Deluxe Drift. And here he is with the original Last Night Drift. You can see they are very, very similar. The black on the Studio Series version is a bit darker. It's a bit of a darker black going on there. The headlights are done in silver as opposed to blue on the original. The rims are just all red. Here it's just done in black with just that red trim going around it. Still, nothing painted on the back in either version. Of course, the bottom is where you see the majority of the differences in the paint job there, but we'll get to that when we get to robot mode, but yeah. So, there you go. Now, as far as accessories go, he does include lots of blades. He's got his two swords right there, which can store underneath the vehicle. You can just plug them right in here to what are going to be the bottoms of his feet in robot mode. So just plug in right there. They store right there. He does have the two smaller swords, which are stored right in there. You can just leave them stored on what is his back in robot mode. So you can leave those stored in there. They just store inside the car mode themselves. He does also come with this big sword right here. Got some Final Fantasy stuff going on here, but cool looking sword with some spots of gold, and I have no idea where you can store this because the instructions don't say anything about it, and I have not personally found any place you can. There, storage, yay! I have no idea. Maybe it probably does store somewhere in vehicle mode, but I have no idea what it is. Whatever. I don't harp over weapon storage, so it doesn't really matter to me either way, but there you have that. And the last accessories that are included with this figure are, in my opinion, the best accessories ever, because you get the little baby Dinobots. You get the little baby Dinobots. Oh, look at them. Look at them. Look at them. So, who do we have here? We have Sharp T, we have Tops, and we have Terry. The little baby Dinobots. Oh. Let's get in close here so we can take a look at Terry. Oh, look at that face. Look at that face. Look at it. Yeah, it. Anyway, get some nice metallic blue there for the eyes. Do get silver paint that goes across the top of the body here. Right, look at him. He's just a cute little guy. Oh. Articulation-wise, you know, his arms can rotate, legs can rotate, and that's pretty much it as far as articulation. But he's so cute. And here is Sharp Key. And again, he's just adorable. Oh, he has metallic purple there for the eyes. Again, that silver paint going down the back. Articulation-wise, just the legs can rotate, and his mouth can open and close. Mama, mama. He can do that. It's adorable. They're just adorable. And last but certainly not least, and he is my absolute favorite, here we have Tops. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look, oh, look at that face. I'm sorry, but they're just so adorable. Look at that. So here we have Tops. He's got metallic green for his eyes. Again, the silver going across the top. Articulation, you know, hind legs can rotate a bit, front legs can rotate, and that's pretty much it. They're not super articulated. And his head can rotate from side to side. Whoops, I popped his head. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There we go. His head can just rotate from side to side. Oh, look at him. He's my favorite. He's just so adorable. He's so adorable. Anyway. But there you have the little baby Dinobots. Now, one question I do have about the baby Dinobots is, where did they come from? Seriously, I don't think they explained them in the movie. How did they? How does that work? I don't know. I don't know where the baby Dinobots came from, but they're adorable. Either way, they're just adorable. I love them. They're so cute. Oh, okay. So we just put them off to the side. All right, enough with that adorableness, cuteness. Anyway. So there you go. There is Drift. There is his vehicle mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's get down to it. So transformation is pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Just untab these side portions here, bring them back, untab, bring that back, come back here, this rear section, untab that, and bring that up. You can untab all of this here, like so, and just bring all of that up on a double hinge. And then you take this section here and just bring that up. This will collapse up. This hinge is quite tight on mine. Collapse that up against the windshield like so, and this section here will just rotate around and just sit right back there. At this point, if you want, you can take these little swords out. And we can plug them onto his back the proper way. It's supposed to be facing up like that. So you can get that going. And you just bring this up, and that'll just tab in right up in there. Like so. Oh, we need to remove these swords. I forgot. Remove the swords. Put those off to the side. And then you just take his arms, and they just come out and down. A little bit like that. And then you just flip down the feet, take this section, just rotate that back, flip down the foot, rotate that back, and there you go. There you have Drift in his robot mode. And he looks good. Definitely a much more screen-accurate paint job on this figure than on the original version of the toy. So yeah, I think he looks quite good in my opinion. So let's get in close here, so we can take a look at that head sculpt. It is a new head sculpt. This is what they remolded on the figure, so he does have a totally new head sculpt, which looks quite good in my opinion. It's a nice gold there for the face. You got the red there on the head crest. All around looks quite nice. Do quite dig it. And you got some silver there on the chest. You got some nice red and black going down the body. You can see the pads there. Have that nice red trim, which is much more screen accurate. You get some silver down on the shins. And moving up the back, now he does have a good bit of a car mode junk hanging off his back. He's got the roof backpack going on there. But there you go. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You get your wiggly waggly, wiggly waggly. He can look up, can not really look down. Head can rotate up that far before things kind of get in the way. Arms can rotate, full 360, can move in and out. You can use that transformation joint if you need to as well. You have rotation right at the elbow. You have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. Little soft ratchet joints. As far as the wrists, they can move in and out. Nothing at the waist. Legs can move forward, that far, back, that far, outward. You can do more than the full splits. You got thigh rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend there at the knee, and the feet, they can move up, and that's pretty much it. And of course, we can give him his weapons. If you want, you can give him the two short swords here. I leave him on his back just because, but you also have these swords as well, which you can hold. So you can slash, 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 slash. If you don't want them holding them, you can store them. There are ports right here on either side. You can just take these and just plug them in there, like so, which is kind of weird. Doesn't really look all that good, but hey, it's a place to store them if you want to store them. And of course, you can give him his big old sword here, which I do personally like. You can give him that and have that going on if you want. Again, don't know if there's storage for this in robot mode, because there is. And again, the instructions don't say anything about it. Don't say anything about it, but there is a tab here. There's a tab. What it's for? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, because there are slots on the side of his hips here, but due to the way his hip is shaped, the tab doesn't reach it. And even if it did, you can see it ends up just kind of hanging a lot lower than his feet. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It seems like it's supposed to store somewhere, and I don't know. Looks like it should tab in somewhere, but I don't know where it's supposed to tab in. I don't know. The instructions don't say anything about it. I don't know. Oh well, I don't care. It's, hey, it is what it is. But I'm just going to have him holding it anyway, so there you go. That's the storage. That's all the storage I need. That he can hold it in his hands as a warrior should. So, there you go. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with Cogman. You can see how those two look side by side. Here he is with World War B. Here he is with Age of Extinction Drift. And here he is with the original Last Night Drift. And as you can see, the Studio Series version has a much more screen-accurate paint scheme as opposed to the original version, which they just made all red. Just all red. All red every day. So definitely much better looking. And if we can get the sword out of the camera drift. There we go. I don't know how well you can see, but you can see we have the new head sculpt as well, which I do think that looks a lot better than the original one. So yeah, definite improvements made to the figure as far as coloration goes, and like I said, the new head sculpt also looks very good as well. And lastly, but not leastly, we have the base of displayage, which, as always, resides in the box. Out! We open it up, and there you have the Junkyard Studio Series 36 Transformers, the Last Night logo there on the base. We can take Drift, we can plop him down, and we can bring in the little baby dinos as well. Have them there too. Oh, little babies. Oh, little babies. There you go. So there you have a Studio Series Drift. I really like the more screen accurate paint job on this one. Definitely like the new head sculpt. I love the baby Dinobots. Love them so much. So overall, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this little set here. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any other Studio Series toys, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out the Transformers Movie Toys playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is a Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Drift, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face. No fear, no hate, no anger. No fear, no hate, no... Hey, Drift! No! Oh, you all right there? Do not interrupt me when I am meditating! Yeah, whatever. Listen, can you babysit those baby Dinobots for a little while? I got some things I need to do. I am not a babysitter. Thanks a lot, I'll be back in a couple hours. But I just said... No fear, no hate, no anger! No fear, no hate, no anger! Serenity now! Serenity now!